So we're a few days away from season 4 in NBA 2K23. And if you're like me, playing on a 6'9" rim running the whole entire time is starting to get a little boring. So I wanted to bring back a build that I have from 2K21 that you guys seem to really enjoy in this Larry Bird build. But the way that you can make builds this year, I think this is perfect, and it's one of the rarest build names I think I've seen this year. And you guys can see we have a 3-level scoring point forward. Like, the name is just so sick. For my regular viewers, I know there's a lot of you guys asking about the SGA no money spent series and other videos and 99 players and all that. The season ends in like 8 days, and I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm trying to hit legend next season pretty quickly, so I had to finish up some of these season quests, and then all those videos I promise you will be returning. So of course, with having this build name 3-level scoring point forward, you have to make this build pretty uniquely, and you have to be kind of good at the game to use it. But the attributes I think you guys will enjoy, and it's like really a perfect Larry Bird build in my opinion. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to make the build. Now this is like one of the most accurate builds I think I've made all year. So we're gonna go with small forward, of course. We're gonna go with a 6'9" height, 230 pounds, 6'10" wingspan. Since we're 230 pounds, I think solid looks the best. You might be able to get away with like compact or something like that, but either solid or compact I'd go with. Now, like I mentioned it in the beginning, we're trying to make this build the most realistic Larry Bird build we can. So we're not going to have a lot of driving dunks, but we're also going to be able to finish a lot of stuff around the rim regardless. So I went with an 88 close shot here. The driving layup is going to be very high, which is nice for a build like this. We're going to have an 84 driving layup. That's going to unlock gold acrobat and a ton of different layup animations, and you guys will see here in a second the layups are pretty nice. On this build, I'm definitely going to be rocking the layup meter. I see a lot of layups going in, a lot of bully layups, which is nice. When you don't have contact dunks on this build, you sometimes get bailed out with a nice layup timing. Like I said, no driving dunk, no standing dunk, but we're gonna have an 87 post control. This build is gonna have a good quick first step, and it's also going to be able to kind of dominate down low in the post. To be honest with you, we have the high close shot and post control upgraded, so we can kind of bully some of those smaller guys down low in the paint that don't have the strength or the interior defense. That's gonna wrap it up for our finishing. So like I said, you're gonna have to have some skill to use this. I would recommend using the driving layup meter for sure, and if you're good in the post, you definitely can spin by people and bully people, like I said. Now for the shooting on this build, we're gonna go with an 88 mid-range. This is crucial for the build name, so you have to have an 88. And shout out to my guy Truth. We had this build made with a 3-level scoring point forward name with an 88 3-pointer. We just thought, man, like, this cannot be Larry Bird with only silver limitless range. But he was able to get it to where we have a 92 3-point shot with 28 shooting badges, a gold limitless range. And I'm telling you guys, this badge is so OP. Even without having takeover, I'm able to hit very consistently from deep and just spread the floor out. You know, if you're running with another 6'9" or ISO player, they're gonna love you with a 92 3-pointer and knock down from anywhere, so they have the whole court open to themselves. So 92 3-pointer, 88 mid-range, which is good enough. You can hit the post phase, you can hit the difficult shots. I'll show you guys the takeovers here in a second. You get shot creating and sharp, of course. So some of the shots that you're able to make are pretty crazy. And then we're just gonna leave our free throw at a 67. Now what's also fun with this build, it's going to be able to ISO. So not only are you gonna be able to spot up for somebody, you can definitely ISO with this build if you know what you're doing. This is the highest pass accuracy I believe I have on any build. I don't know, my Westbrook might be higher, but 86 pass accuracy and 85 ball handle, so we get gold quick first step. We don't get the Michael Jordan dribble style, but we do get pro, which is pretty good for this build. Like I said, if you know what you're doing, you can still get yourself open, especially with that high 3-pointer. So we're gonna go with a 70 speed with ball. Now the defense, I will say it's not the best, but you guys will have to notice some of the stuff you unlock. We're gonna go with a 70 interior defense, a 70 perimeter defense. So we get clamps on bronze and we get challenger on bronze, which is pretty decent. Like, it's not the best, like I said, but it's still pretty good. The steal is gonna go to a 70, and that's gonna give us bronze gloves. So you do get a lot of these badges on bronze, which is better than not having any of them, to be honest. Same thing with a block. We're gonna go to a 70, so we get the bronze anchor. Defensive rebound is gonna go to a 70, and then we're gonna keep our offensive rebound at a 30. So it's not the best defensively stat wise, but you still do get a lot of those badges. And if you have extra badges from playing the game, you should definitely throw it on here or you're finishing. So like, everything here is pretty good. You still do get some of those bronze badges that gets the job done, and I really haven't had that big of an issue pretty much guarding ball or even stopping anything in the paint. Now, like I mentioned, the physicals for a Larry Bird, he wasn't the quickest or anything like that. So we have a speed at a 70, and we're going to take our acceleration to a 70 as well. But what's nice about this, which I mentioned in the beginning for the finishing badges, we're going to have a very high strength, and bully is really cool for a build that has a high driving layup, and you kind of sometimes do need this, and I can activate it a lot more than you would think. So having a high driving layup and a high strength for that bully badge, it helps a lot, and it's pretty nice having that strength because you don't really get bullied in the paint that often either. Now, my guy Larry Bird, heck of a player. He was amazing. But the vertical, we have to keep it at a 43. He wasn't jumping out the gym regardless, but you know, we're trying to be realistic. We're going to save some attribute points. And then we're going to dump the rest onto our stamina, so we'll have an 89 stamina. And our badge count is going to be 15, 28, 19, and 12. And like I said, if you have any extra badges, whatever your play style is like, you should dump it on there. You don't need it more for shooting, to be honest. If you want to put more on playmaking, more on defensive or finishing, whichever one, like I said, you have those extra badges, so this should be able to get the job done. Now, the takeovers are pretty nice. I know there's that glitch out there, which I don't know if it'll ever get patched, but you have sharp shooting, shot creating, and post scorer takeover. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 3-level scoring, point forward, 92 3-point shot. Just a perfect Larry Bird build in my opinion. Now I'm going to show you guys, if you don't have any extra badges, what I would rock with on this build. Me personally, I think Acrobat's really nice. If you guys don't take advantage of the jelly layups just by like spamming square in the middle of your layups, this is really broken. So Acrobat pops up when you do that, so I would definitely recommend it. Postman Technician, if you just want to drive by some of those guys in the paint. I like using Pro Touch. Like I said, if you guys missed my Steph Curry video, Pro Touch helps you with the layup timing. So if you have layup timing, definitely throw that on. Drop Stepper, back down Punisher just on bronze. I like having bully on silver. Fast switch to get some of those close shot layups up there pretty quickly. Since you're 6'9", masher might be pretty nice if you want to rock that, and slithery finisher just to get through the paint. So realistically, if you do have extra badges, maybe you wouldn't need it on finishing, but if you want any of these on higher tiers, I could recommend that for you too. Shooting wise, like I said, I don't think you really need any extra badges here. You have 28, but this is typically what I would rock. You shoot a lot of off dribble threes, you could definitely do that. You shoot from deep, you got Mini Magician if you want to do fades, volume shooter, really good badge this year. I like running amped on bronze. I see it pop up a pretty decent amount. Like I said, limitless range on gold, Deadeye, just so some of those contested, light contested shots can go in, and Space Grade on Hall of Fame. Like I said, you can hit some crazy shots, step backs, especially having that 92-3. Now for playmaking, you do actually have a pretty decent amount for how the badges and tiers you unlock. Clam Breaker, maybe you could throw on a lower tier, but if you have like that high driving layup, you can get past a lot of guys using this. Handles for days, Vice Grip, Hyper Drive, Needle Threader, Bailout. Like I said, a lot of these kind of on lower tiers, but it gets the job done. You don't really need it too high. And then defensively, like I mentioned, this is really nice. Having some of these badges just on bronze really does a lot. So having Anchor and Challenger and Glove on bronze, Rebound Chaser on bronze, and it definitely helps you play some pretty good defense. Now I'm going to show you, if you have this build on Rebirth, how you should upgrade it. This is how I have it at a 90 overall. I went to the 75 mid-range and the 92 three-pointer. I wanted the gold quick first step. The physicals right here. I didn't upgrade my steal or perimeter defense, but I did have my interior and my defensive rebound upgraded. And this is what I did for my finishing as well. Badges that I have right now, you can see I did throw some extra on playmaking and a couple on defense, but this is everything that I had in the gameplays. If you guys are wondering what I was using during this, this is pretty much what I had. Like I said, everything in the beginning, what I did use, I pretty much use here. And like I mentioned before, having these badges just on bronze, and I played pretty good defense, it definitely notices a big difference. Here's what I use for my dribble animations. Like I said, the dribble style, you don't get Michael Jordan, so I rock Pro. Still using De'Aaron Fox. I've been using Russell Westbrook crossover, which you guys might have seen in the earlier clips. If you didn't, I'll throw it in right here. Pretty nice. You can combo with it and definitely get yourself open from three. James Harden behind the back, the basic spin, of course, and then everything else pretty common. Now for this Larry Bird jump shot, I was trying to get a jump shot that was released kind of high. You guys let me know down below in the comment section if you have any high arcing jump shots that have good grades, but this is what I'm using currently right now. Is a Jaden McDaniels, Larry Bird, and I don't even know who this is, Tari Eason. This is the blending speeds I'm using. I know some of you guys are interested in the face creation, so I'll go ahead and show you how I did it right here. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about this build, and if you want to see some gameplay on it, you let me know down below in the comment section. Got some cool builds coming up. I've got some rare build names, and of course some more builds coming at 99. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Till next time, it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.